Hello, everyone. I'd like to welcome you all back to Barnstormer Baseball Cards. Tonight, I'm going to talk about some of my recent TTM successes. Recent meaning 2020. I've had a lot of success during the COVID quarantine. And what I'm going to talk about tonight are the inscriptions that we've been getting. I've been sending through the mail for autographs for over 30 years, and I've never seen so many inscriptions come back or guys willing to do them as I am now. And I thought that was important to share with everyone. It adds a lot to the card. It's very distinct when you see them compared to everything else that you get. I think it's just awesome when you get something a little bit more personalized, or some favorite memory of theirs or something like that. So what you see before you, we actually have Dick Groat with his 1960 NL MVP year, Bobby Shantz with the 1952 AL MVP. That is a 53 black color Bowman card. If you are a TTMer, your rite of passage is to get Mr. Bobby Shantz. Everyone that TTMs has been getting Bobby Shantz since the beginning of time. I got him close to 30 years ago. I got him again 20 years ago, and actually got him again in 2020. You have to have him in your collection. He is the man. He is genuine, sweet, caring. It's $5, and he donates all that to the Salvation Army, and it is well worth it. So if you don't have Bobby Shantz, get your life together and send off to the man, because he is happy to receive that stuff. And it's a quick turnaround too, usually less than a week. It gets out there to Pennsylvania, and it comes straight back. So we also have Mike Mussina, Hall of Fame 19, Ed Hearn, 1986 World Series champion. That's pretty cool. Mr. Ed Hearn has the distinction of being the only player to win the championship from single A all the way through the majors in 4 consecutive years. So hat goes off to him for that, and he inscribed this one with the Mets World Series title. Joe Sambito, 1979 All-Star. Mark Eichhorn, 92 and 93 World Series champs. I don't know if many of you remember, they went back-to-back, but they brought in people like Roger Clemens and Ricky Henderson, and those guys were actually up in Toronto winning those titles. Very, very cool. And Mr. Greg Gagne, a favorite of mine. He was here in the early 1990s in Kansas City and on the team, and admired him then, and just happy to get him anytime I can through the mail as well. I've got a couple others down here below. They're actually some of my favorite inscriptions of the year. We'll start with, I love this because I love the Reds 1990 World Series team with the Nasty Boys. And there is Mr. Joe Oliver. I actually got this one the last couple weeks, so very happy to get that. 1990 World Series champs. Another Greg Gagne, just because it's on the Twins leaders card, but he actually inscribed it 87-91 World Series champs. They won a couple titles under manager Tom Kelly, and had some really stout teams with Kirby Puckett, Gary Gaetti, Greg Gagne. There was a whole slew of great players on those teams, and they brought home a couple titles, so I really like getting that one too. All right, moving right along. 1958 Topps, Billy Moran with the Cleveland Indians, and he has inscribed it AL All-Star 1962. Very simple, very elegant. I love the yellow background on this. It's a stellar card, but that inscription just pops on there. So if you don't have Billy Moran in your collection, you need to grab him as well. It's another great one. All right, moving along. Someone that you're all familiar with, Mr. Gossage. Simple inscription, Hall of Fame 2008. But look at that signature. The way he signs is absolutely marvelous. I've gotten him several times over the years. I just can't get enough of it. That is a beautiful, beautiful signature. And with the inscription, it's just something special. I actually have one here. I wasn't planning on sharing, but I'll throw it out there. Later on, I'll do a video with some of my project stuff. But I actually got Gossage and Raleigh Fingers together this year, and he inscribed that HOF 2008. So this is a very special card to me. Send it off to both. And again, because they both signed so well, and their autographs look so freaking spectacular, that just pops. I love it. That's an all-time keeper for me. All right, moving along. Now we get back into some stuff. 1967, Mr. Vern Law. And he actually got on this card, Vern Law, Cy Young, and World Series champs 1960. it amazes me what some of these folks are able to get onto a card, get it in the right place. I mean, he could have written this anywhere, but he took the time, get it in the right spot on the card, and really take your time, make it legible, make it look good. You get so many autographs now from guys, you can't even read their name, let alone anything else they might put. But to fit all that on a card really blows my mind. In that same vein of getting things on a card, George Culver was a pitcher for the Reds, and he actually signs his name, 7/29/68 no-hitter versus the Phils. So, no-hit the Phillies and gets all this on a card. Again, great placement. When they take their time and they figure out the best place and they're going to make the autograph look really good and pop, and he gets that on his white uni there, that looks spectacular. And for him to commemorate his no-hitter on my card, that has a special place in my heart. So, I'm very happy to have that. We've got 2 more to go here. 1973, Mr. Stan Bonson. I believe he was the Rookie of the Year in '69 with the New York Yankees. But 1972, 21 wins. So again, commemorating hitting the milestone of 20 or more wins in a season. Again, I don't see a lot of this out of guys, and I'm happy to have it. I love having a unique inscription like that in the collection. Now, this one's near and dear to my heart because it's one of my boys from here in Kansas City, and this is recent. I was actually at Game 1 of the 2015 World Series, and Jeremy Guthrie, who was always a class act, inscribed it 2015 World Series champs, and look at how legibly he wrote so tiny under his name to make that inscription happen. And that, without a doubt, is one of my favorites for 2020. I love that inscription. So we're sending off to other 2015 guys that won that World Series title, but that is beautiful to me. So just wanted to share with you tonight some of my favorite inscriptions from 2020, and I would encourage you now, if you're sending these out through the mail yourself, start requesting different things. If you see a guy was ever an all-star, or he had some milestone thing like the no-hitter, or he was an MVP, Hall of Famer, it doesn't hurt to ask. If you don't ask, you don't receive. Again, always be courteous, be nice, be appreciative of whatever you get. But if you want to request something a little more, I would say go ahead and do so. They seem to be more accommodating now than maybe ball players have been in the past. And it's well worth it, as seen here before you. So thank you all for joining us. If you would, please like and subscribe, and everybody enjoy. Stay safe. Good night.